Back in Syracuse as the Crunch gets set for their home opener. It's the first of 38 home games for the Crunch. It's the Crunch of the Charlotte Checkers. On Countdown at Crunch Time, presented by Supercuts, I'm Lukas Favale with Crunch head coach Ben Grew. Ben, you said it yesterday after practice. It is the first home game, the first chance for first impression for this group. What do you mean by that, and why is that important?
Well, you know what, you play at home, so you want to see a team that is excited to start the year in front of their fans. At the same time, you don't want them to be too excited. You want them to be in control, focus, but in control. Play hard in control, and that's our goal tonight. Go out there and play the game we can. Be more structured. I think we still have hesitation in our game, and it's better. But I hope that we're a little bit better tonight.
It's the Crunch of the Charlotte Checkers, and we know Charlotte's a really good team. We'll get to them in a moment here. But last game for the Crunch was on Wednesday. Was against the Rochester Americans, a 6-3 loss there. What'd you see in that game?
I thought we had a good start the first 7-10 minutes, and then we took penalties. They got momentum out of their power play, and then they basically took control of the game. We worked, but we turned the puck over too many times. I think our structure was not tight. Our structure was not in place offensively as well, not tight defensively. So, yeah, it's early in the season, but it was disappointing for me to see that effort in Rochester. I know we can do better, even though we're missing guys. It's an opportunity for some other guys, and I expect more from some guys. And I hope that tonight they'll be at their best.
You talk about playing in that structure and trying to get that together. With another team that's young and a lot of new faces again, how long can that take? I mean, it's probably hit or miss, but how long do you think that might take to get it together?
I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but we're better. We're better. I saw in practice yesterday that puck was moving better, but still, it's not what we like. And it's not what this league it's not what you have to do to be successful in this league. You got to be better than that. But we're better. So, you know what I like, and I mentioned it, what I like about this team, the guys are very receptive. They have good intention and they're working at it. So it's a matter of time, but we're facing good hockey club. And we're missing players, and we got to win games. We're in a very competitive division. So every game's important, and you're going to hear that a lot this year. Like it's not about we're cruising after winning 10 games in a row. I don't see any teams in this league winning 10 games in a row this year. So they're all important, and it's up to those guys who have an opportunity to step up and make the best out of it.
Yesterday, the big news of the day was the announcement of the captains, and it's Gabriel Dumont for the captain, and 4 other players with the A's this year. Talked about it a bit yesterday, but what does Gabriel represent that makes him a great captain for this team?
It's unanimous in our room that he's one of the top leader on our team, and his experience, his character. The way he carries himself on and off the ice, and what he brings on the ice, he's in your face. He wants to win every game. He wants to win every shift. So we like that.
It's the Crunch of the Charlotte Checkers tonight. It's the first of 4 matches between the teams this year. Here on Countdown to Crunch Time, presented by Supercuts. We're with Crunch head coach Ben Grew, and we see Charlotte this year. They're a really good team. Obviously, last year you mentioned pretty much every time the Crunch faced the Checkers, it was one of the best teams that you saw last year, and they have a lot of returning players and added more pieces. So what do you see from this Checkers team this year?
Well, very talented, very skilled. They play at a high pace. They zip the puck around. They have a good specialty team. So it's a good team, good balanced team. So I expect us to have our hands full tonight.
And they are a team, like you said, that plays with pace, and we know the Crunch like to play with pace. So when you see 2 teams that want to play like that, how does that help or hurt, or how does that affect the game that night?
Well, it's good. It's good for the fans. It's when both teams are skating and they're playing hard. It's normally a good game. So it's for them to, for us tonight to match their intensity and match their the way they play.
And we talked about it being the home opener tonight for the Crunch, expecting a sellout or at least a very near sellout crowd tonight for the first home game of this 25th season. How can you build off of that energy from this crowd that we know they get here to start the game off strong?
Like I said, we expect our team to be excited, hopefully in control. But when this place is packed, it's rocking, and with the new clock, the suites, the lighting, and all that. It's not a new building, but it's a fresh building. Obviously, it's exciting to be here. So I expect us to be dynamic, play with energy tonight, and be excited to start the game.
And Connor Ingram gets to start in net tonight for the Crunch, his first of the season. He had a very good rookie year. What have you seen from him from last year over the summer to where he is now in preparation for this game?
I think he's ready. Like, he's been waiting for to start the season, and I think he's ready. He had a good week of practice. Very focused. So I'm excited for him.
All right, we'll see how it works out tonight as the Crunch take on the Charlotte Checkers. First home game of the season for the Crunch. This is Crunch head coach Ben Grue. Ben, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
All right, thanks.